Hey, what's up? I'm gonna try and keep this as quick as possible. That's a lot. I'm gonna try and take my time with it, but I just want to say that because that's my usual catchphrase. Um, Real quick though, before I even get into the video, I think something that always trips me up in these videos is that I'm always trying to like reiterate catchphrases I hear in movies, TV shows, YouTube videos, and like when I try and say them out loud, it just trips me up. So I feel like that's something I have to work on. But anyways, let's get into the video. Let's see. Um, First things off first, I'm releasing a double episode. Today's gonna be a double episode day. I'm releasing two videos. This one and another longer video of me just blabbering on about a bunch of different stuff in my life. Like some stuff with DeepSeek, some stuff with I think research or startups, just different stuff in general. Originally I thought it was just too incoherent. I thought it was a good video, but wasn't structured enough, and I wanted it to be. But the day was wrapping up, so eventually I decided to post a video from yesterday. But I do think it's a cool video. It just shows it shows a good insight into my life and what I'm doing. So I'm gonna post it alongside that one, alongside this one. Um, but today's video is more so about the National Conference of Undergraduate Research and just research in general. So I paid. Let me back up a bit. I applied for different research presentations because I wrote a really cool research paper in my English class about to what extent AI could be used as an to help teachers grade and to help teachers grade essays and to help students write their essays in terms of like teaching them, like being a, you know how a teacher basically gives you feedback on your essay. Imagine that in real time as an AI for a student. So I talked about that in my research paper. So I presented that research paper, and now I'm gonna. I got accepted into a national conference, National Council of Undergraduate Research. I'm gonna be presenting at the conference this April. So really excited. I just paid my due for that. That was like the hardest thing ever because I still like paying for stuff sometimes. But paid it, and I'm really excited because one, I get to actually present research. That's like a significant step in my life. I feel like this was on the roadmap. By the way, this was just like because my teacher recommended it to me because said my research paper was really good. I was like, oh dang. So I thanked her for that. Was it was on the roadmap. So like this is something that's like completely out of the field for me. And I'm excited because I think it's going to be a really cool opportunity to improve my career as a researcher, to meet new people, especially meeting new people. 'Cause I think that's going to be a really cool place where people are presenting a lot of ideas, a lot of studies, a lot of data, and I can actually like, go and meet those people, get some insights from them, and that's something I really want to do. And as much as some people see this as a dirty word, I would love to network with people there. And just like, I feel like networking in my opinion is just making friends. It just sounds more professional. But I would love to network with different people and just talk to them. I think it'll be a really fun time. And going back to what I said earlier, my career as a researcher, I don't know if I'm going to go into research full time, but I definitely do think it's a fun thing. Like just the idea of learning to me is just so fun. Like I love the classroom environment, just like learning new stuff, testing my knowledge. I know um, I finished my data structures and algorithms class a couple hours ago. I just remember like it was such a fun class. Like it wasn't even special. It was just that like I was learning stuff. I was answering questions left and right. I was learning new stuff. Oh dang, you can do that. I was like, it was really fun to just be in that environment, just like learn new stuff. And even before that, I remember for some reason I was doing like some deep dive into lobbyist groups and whatnot. And it was so random, but it was just like it was such a fun time, right? I think I want to try exploring that more. So that's why I said my career as a researcher. I think in some form or whatnot, I want to live a life where I'm always learning and also can be teaching. So maybe that's what this YouTube channel will eventually be, just me posting videos, teaching people about stuff. But yeah, so that's where I am in research. I am really excited about what's next. I think it's gonna be really awesome. I think it's cool that I have a research job. I'm presenting at a research conference, and it's cool because like it's two different research stuff I'm working on right now. So I think that's kind of like a cool like flex thing. But yeah, I think it's an awesome time definitely. I want to do more research into the DeepSeek model, as I said yesterday. I do think here's my thing. I know this is gonna sound childish. I love being like in the minority when I'm hyped for stuff, right? But like once everyone is hyped for something, that's how you know something's probably wrong, most of the time. So now I do think there's some rhetoric being said about DeepSeek that's maybe being over exaggerated. I definitely think it's like a really cool model and it's a really big Yeah, it's a really big achievement. What it signifies, I think, is going to be AI is not going to be. I don't imagine AI in the next 20 years being like this thing that's reserved for the best AI. I don't imagine the best AI model and an AI model that's cheaper, and then casual people can use having that big of a difference. Maybe that's a wrong prediction. I maybe have to like work on that a bit more. But what I'm trying to get at is I just don't think AI is going to be something that's so privatized. I don't think that's going to be something that's possible. I think because the way I see AI being privatized is if to run those AIs you need like a lot of GPUs, you need just a lot of storage and all of that. But if we could make smaller AIs, and I think that's something that's going to be a theme for 2025, which is like agents, smaller AIs wouldn't need as much power and as much, I guess, resources as a bigger AI model would need. And with that being the case, I think that means it's going to be more publicized because now, since I, as Dalu, just doing my stuff, can run it on my like gaming laptop, then I feel like that's something where I wouldn't need to go pay OpenAI like a $20 subscription every month, right? I think that's something I'm really excited for with AI being more democratized, I guess. Is that the word? Publicized? Basically, more people have access to AI. I think that's a very good thing. And the TLDR of what I'm trying to say is that the barriers to entry of this AI field are going down. I think that's going to be a recurring theme. I definitely don't think this is saying like OpenAI and NVIDIA, like they're useless. No, that's not the case. To even train the DeepSeek model, I believe they use they did mention like distilling from I don't like I'm saying distilling, but I still fully don't know what the term means. But they distill from the OpenAI model, so I don't think it's like OpenAI them have become useless. I just think that more people are able to enter this field, right? I think it's a really cool thing what's happening. I think it's a really cool thing and just time that's going on right now. I think this is going to be a really cool time in tech. Another thing I saw is in Michigan, how do we pronounce it? I saw they passed a law requiring tech, computer science to be taught in classes. I think it's also going to be a time where you see a lot more tech education, which I think is going to be a really great time for a lot because a lot of CS people are unemployed. So I do think maybe like consider going to education, maybe. Look, I feel a lot of CS students or CS people right now who are unemployed might be bad teachers, but those who are good teachers consider going to that. I think CS is definitely. I feel like tech in general should be taught more. I remember I took a digital society class, and in my opinion, I feel like that should be a requirement before you graduate high school because it just teaches you so much about. It doesn't even go into like in the weeds. It just teaches you more so about tech in general, how technology is developed, the trends, how to critically think about technological advancement and development, and what party. Always think about the parties who are involved, what their stake in it is, the risk they hold, what they might gain, stuff like that. Because like even with the TikTok thing, there's obviously like I can't speak. There's obviously national security concerns, but you also have players like Meta, who owns Instagram and Facebook, who like, okay, this benefits them. So obviously they're gonna play some sort of role in this. So always think about that. Always think about what people can gain from an action. But besides that, I have nothing else to say. So have a great day.